luxury products at the drugstore. That's what I want to talk about today. The products that are so high quality, have beautiful packaging, work well, that are affordable. Every single one of these could be purchased in store, whether that is at Target or Walmart, maybe not necessarily all at like your CVS, your Rite Aid, but they're all at the drugstore. I've been switching up my upload schedule a little bit. You might have noticed, maybe you have not, but normally my drugstore videos go up on Fridays, but I haven't necessarily been posting every single Friday, so it's kind of just been a free-for-all lately, but I definitely wanted to get back to some drugstore right now. And let's start with a fragrance I want to talk about. The Finery brand at Target, I have been loving so much. So they have body sprays and actual perfumes, and I have two of the body sprays. Now, something I don't understand. I purchased these online, and whenever I go to Target's website, it originally my old address in Michigan in there, and I have to like switch it over to my New York address. And the price of these changes. When I am shopping in Michigan, they are $12.99, but when I'm shopping in New York, they're $15.89. So let me know how much they are where you are at. I don't know what the difference is, but regardless, we're gonna say these are like around $15, maybe a little less depending on where you're at. But the thing about this brand that Target launched this year is that these fragrances are inspired by high-end perfumes. So I just recently picked up Jungle Santal, which is inspired by Le Labo Santal 33. And I would not call it an exact dupe by any means, but you can definitely smell the inspiration there. And that's the thing. These fragrances are not exact dupes at all. Like, they're just inspired by, they have similar notes. They're in a similar scent family to the more popular high-end versions. But I kind of like that because there are already a ton of fragrance houses that are doing, like, just doing dupes and like doing them almost exactly. So I like that these are not trying to necessarily dupe, but instead they're inspired fragrances. So the other one that I have is called I'm a Musk. And this one, I've heard that this is supposed to be inspired by Ariana Grande Cloud. This smells nothing like Cloud, so I don't think that's what they were trying to dupe. I've heard, okay, with every other fragrance that they have, I've heard people say like, oh, this is inspired by this, and everyone seems to like agree on it. But this one, no one seems to know what this is inspired by, but I actually love this as a really beautiful, like, musky scent. I like layering this. So because these are both body sprays, I like to just, go wild, spray a ton of this. And I like to layer this maybe sometimes with Cloud over top, or sometimes I even like to layer this with more vanilla-based fragrances to get more of like a vanilla musk vibe. In terms of longevity on both of these, they're body sprays, so I can't say that they last forever, but I think for the price point, I'm pretty impressed. I also think the packaging looks nice. Like, for the price point, these smell very luxurious. I would say in general, a lot of more affordably priced fragrances don't necessarily smell super complex, but I really like the direction that they went with those. Okay, next, the new eye brightener from Catrice. I have not heard a ton about this, but this I'm sure will go viral at some point because this almost identical to the Becca under eye corrector. I will put a comparison swatch up on the screen. This, not only in terms of texture, but also the tone, is almost the same as the one from Becca. There is like a slight variance between the two, but on the under eyes, you're still getting that wonderful color correction. And I have found that the Becca version has been really difficult to dupe over the years. Flower Beauty has a similar product that I've heard a lot of people compare as a dupe, but I have never found the consistency of that one to be the same. It's a little bit thicker and more waxy, whereas this one from Catrice, texture-wise, is right on par with that one from Becca. It is incredibly emollient, so it leads to a ton of hydration for your under eyes. So I like layering this under my concealer because my concealer just sits better because this is very hydrating. The tone is wonderful for color correcting without being too peach. Sometimes color correctors, if they have too much of that like correction, you almost then have to like cover that up, whereas this I feel like has just enough peach undertone to do what I need it to do without making my under eyes look too peach and then requiring me to do a really thick concealer. So this is incredible. Even the packaging, like, I think they were really trying to dupe Becca, but this is $6. This is in a glass glass jar. It feels luxe. Like, yeah, maybe the little sticker on top feels drugstore, but aside from that, like if you took this sticker off, I would believe this was high-end product. In terms of the formula, the packaging, it feels luxe. Like, this is so great for $6. I can't believe it. I debated including this one because it's a slightly higher price point. This is $21.99, but unfortunately, I feel like that is drugstore these days. We've seen a lot of drugstore like foundations and primers and whatnot hitting those prices. So I still wanted to mention this because this has like blown my socks off. No, that's not the expression, knocked my socks off. Blown me out of the water, knocked my socks off, right? Anyways, this is very good. It is from Naturium. You can buy this brand at Target, and it is their Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. This is one of the best sunscreens I have ever used. And this is a pretty hyped up product. And sometimes hyped up sunscreens, I get them and I'm just like, I don't get it. I think so many sunscreens pill. Like, that is my main problem. They don't want to wear well under foundation, or I can't apply enough sunscreen without getting pilling. You know what I mean? Like, you can make any sunscreen work if you're applying a thin layer, but you're not going to get the sun protection. Like, a lot of formulas, by the time I have applied enough to get protection from the sun, they're pilling, they're not sitting well, they're looking heavy. Not this. This, oh my gosh, you guys, it is incredible. It is like a moisturizer and it gives you moisture. Duh, Kelly, what are you saying? But it doesn't look heavy. It doesn't feel like sunscreen-like, you know what I'm talking about? And I was not expecting that because when you first pump this out, it looks like paste. I was like, okay, there is no way this thing is gonna blend out. It is truly, it is like magic. Like, you do just a little bit of this and you're like, oh, I was not expecting that to blend out the way that it does. I don't get any cast with this. Keep in mind, I have fair skin, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But wow, one of the best sunscreens I have tried. Even again, the packaging. That was part of my thought process when selecting the products today. I'm like, I want them to kind of like feel a little more luxurious with the packaging as well. And this does to me. Like, I could see this at Sephora. Like, this looks luxe. I'm so impressed. $21.99, like seriously such a high recommendation. Okay, a lip gloss from Essence. Now this is limited edition, I believe, but I really, really like this. This is their new plumping gloss from their Teddy Bear collection. And the shade is called Kissed by Teddy. The whole name, the whole concept for this collection, it's so random. Like, the name of the lip gloss is called the Hugs and Teddies Plumping Lip Gloss. I don't know, you guys, but this is good. So this is very different than most of the formulas we've been seeing lately. These days, we're just getting lip oils where it has more of that sheer quality to it. It maybe has a tint to it, but they're this very oil-like product. This is like an old school lipstick, but better. So what I mean by that, it's not that sheer gloss. You're getting this high pigment tint to the lips. Like, the color you see in the tube is the color you're going to get on your lips. And yes, you could sheer it out a little bit, but I feel like for the most part, lipsticks that are, or lip glosses that are being launched these days have a very sheer quality to them, but this has a lot of pigment to it, but it's still a beautiful glossy finish. It looks nice, it wears well, it wears for a long time, it's not sticky, and it's $4. And even the packaging, this is probably some of the best packaging I've seen from Essence. They are not known for having great packaging. If anything, they're known for having kind of cheap packaging, but we let them have it because their products are super affordable. This with the gold cap, the component feels secure. I like the doe foot. Like, I just think Essence nailed this. And if you were looking for a pigmented brown gloss, like, this is the one. It's $4. It's so good. Okay, speaking of pigmented, I want to talk about a lip stain. Lip stains have been all the rage for a little while now, and I truly think one of the best ones comes from Flower Beauty. So this is their Bitten lip stain, and I think it almost perfectly dupes the Fenty Poutsicle lip stains. I mean, even the packaging is kind of similar. When I was doing my full drugstore collection video, if you haven't seen it, I can leave it linked down below, but I went through my entire collection. I was like swatching every single thing, comparing them all. And so when I did the lip stains, I had them all on my hand. And of course, those lasted like for days, but it was a kind of a good experiment because some of the lip stains faded faster than others. Some took a while, but the one that was hanging on for dear life was this one. This was not going anywhere. The Flower Beauty lip stains, If you're looking for longevity out of a lip stain, look no further. This formulation is, again, almost identical to the Fenty, where you apply it and you have this super high pigment glossy look that you could wear as is, or you could leave it for a minute, blot it, and then you have a little bit of a stain left behind. That wears beautifully as well. I have the shade Saucy, which is a pretty bold red, but they have a ton of different colors. I highly recommend this formula. The packaging feels luxe. It is just one of the best lip stains I found, regardless of the price point. Okay, you know I'm a press-on nail girly. I have been obsessed with press-on nails for a little bit over a year now, and I've been trying a lot of them. The set that I have on right now, which yes, these are not my real nails. These are press-ons. These are from Glamnetic, and this set is called Maple Glaze. And a lot of my press-ons do come from Glamnetic. I have a vlog where I talk through my press-on nails and like how I do them, how I use them. So I can leave that link down below. I put timestamps in the vlog. So if you just want to like watch that part, you just click on the video and then go to the timestamp about the nails if you want all the info, because I go super in depth. But anyways, where I'm going with this, I've tried a lot of press-on nails and a lot of very expensive press-on nails, like my Glamnetic, my static nails. Those are all like around $20 a set. And yes, I reuse them, but that gets pricey. But for the most part, the affordable like press-on nails I found are not the same. They tend to be thick. They tend to like, you can kind of see it here. Like they don't always look as natural as the more expensive ones. That is, until I found the Lottie London press-on nails. And these are some of the most affordable ones. These are like $7 to $8 for a pack. And they are so similar to my Glamnetic nails, you guys. The shape of the nails, the thickness of the nail, and the designs. That's the other thing. A lot of more affordably priced press-on nails, the designs I don't enjoy as much. Lottie London has so many fun ones. This one right here, I really cannot wait to put on. I'm like trying to decide if I wait until Valentine's Day. That's so far away. But these are pink ones with little hearts on them. I had these beautiful like chrome tips from Lottie London. I had, in spring, I did these like pink ones with flowers from them. I think their nails are so cute. I get so many compliments on them. And you can literally buy these at Walmart. I will say though, I don't have a Walmart near me. There are no Walmarts in New York City. So I can only find these on like Walmart online. Like these were sent to me, but if you're shopping, you can get them online. I don't know if they're in store. If you have seen these in store at Walmart, please let me know. But Lottie London just came to CVS also. So I don't know if the nails are there yet, but I know the makeup products are. And I'm just like, okay, bring the nails next too, because these are some of the best affordable nails you can get. I will say though, I haven't used their glue, so I can't speak to the quality of the glue because I always use the Glamnetic glue. I buy like the separate one, and with whatever nails I'm using, that is the glue I use, because that's the one I found lasts the longest. Like that stuff, it's almost too long. Like the set I had on before this, when I tell you I had them on for 20 days and none of them had fallen off yet, and I was kind of like, okay, I don't want to be wearing these anymore. Like my nail had fully grown out and I had to sit there and like yank them off my hand because I hadn't lost a single nail, and it was 20 days. So again, if you feel like press-ons don't last for you, I will leave the video link down below where I talk about my tips, because I've got these things on for weeks with no problems. Whew, those are some of my favorites. Like these feel like luxury products, but the price point is drugstore. The packaging feels luxe, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll have everything linked as always. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.